Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 destinations in the south of France.
Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.
For this list, we're looking at the most interesting, culturally rich and stunning destinations in the south of France. Number 10. Aix-en-Provence. The fact that this beautiful city only comes in 10th place is a real testament to just how amazing this area of France really is. In many countries, a city as charming as Aix-en-Provence would be the top destination. A vibrant and welcoming place, this city of just under 150,000 people is known for its open-air markets, the historic Old Town, and an overall leisurely pace of life. In terms of attractions, some of the city's most notable sites include the Cathedral of the Holy Saviour and the Atelier des Cézannes. Day or night, however, walking the Cours Mirabeau is always a pleasure. The impressive thoroughfare follows the old city wall and is lined with beautiful trees, fountains, and some of the city's nicest buildings. With so many cafes and restaurants to visit along the remarkable avenue, it's really the whole package. Number 9. Avignon. Might we interest you in a bridge to nowhere? While that might sound like a strange pitch, we promise you that Avignon is anything but a dead end. Avignon is one of the best destinations for history buffs in all of France, let alone the south. And while there's a lot of historic sites to cover, the Pont Saint-Benazet is perhaps the most compelling and iconic. It's often simply referred to as Avignon Bridge. Though it once spanned the Rhone River, the wooden half of the Villeneuve-les-Avignon side was abandoned long ago, leaving us with the striking sight of the half bridge we visit today. Having briefly served as the home of the Catholic Pope, Avignon is blessed with an abundance of religious attractions, including the Palais de Pape. While in the area, be sure to also check out the similar historic town of Arles. Number 8. Montpellier. The south of France is best known for its small towns and seaside resorts, but sometimes you still want that modern city energy. Thankfully, with Montpellier, you get the best of both worlds. The capital of Hérault and among the biggest cities in Occitania, Montpellier stands out with its youthful energy and progressive values because of the large student population. That translates to a plethora of trendy cafes, unique restaurants, and a solid nightlife scene. And yet, unlike so many university towns, Montpellier hasn't lost any of its charm. L'Écusson, the city's old town, is a delightful collection of winding streets and historic squares. If you're spending a decent amount of time in Montpellier, you may want to consider making a day trip to Plage des Espiguettes. Just 45 minutes outside of the city, this pristine beach really completes the experience. Number 7. Biarritz. Sometimes all you want to do is relax by the beach. Cost be damned. The seaside resort town of Biarritz might be on the pricey side, but it still feels like a bargain considering the entire place looks like $1 million. Setting it apart from other resorts in the area, Biarritz combines its sandy beaches and breathtaking ocean views with opulent architecture worthy of Paris. Once a sleepy fishing village centuries ago, the natural beauty of the area, coupled with the weather, made it a destination for the French ruling class in the 1800s. Today, anyone with a big enough budget can enjoy the royal treatment at various high-end establishments. The dining here is also top-notch, and yet for all of its glitz and glam, Biarritz also doubles as a destination for surfers looking to catch a wave. In Biarritz, they really don't seem to believe in the concept of too much of a good thing. Number 6. ALBI. Often overlooked for bigger, more high-profile destinations in southern France, ALBI is a real gift to travellers in the know. Home to a population of under 50,000 people and covering just over 17 square miles, it's deceptively rich in history and culture considering its modest size. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the city is absolutely stunning, both when approached from afar and by foot as you explore its narrow streets. The city is crowned with the beautiful Cathédrale Sainte-Cécile, which is the largest brick cathedral of its kind. Completing the picture is the River Tam and the bridges connecting the city that cross it. While there, you'll also want to check out the Toulouse-Lautrec Museum in the Palais de l'Albi, which celebrates the work of one of Albi's proudest sons and greatest artists. The city makes for a great day trip or weekend visit. Number 5. Saint-Tropez. A destination synonymous with relaxation and luxury, Saint-Tropez certainly lives up to its reputation. Crystal clear waters, sandy beaches, world-renowned restaurants. You're likely to even spot a few celebrities during your time here, but therein lies the problem. Saint-Tropez, when taken at face value, is a contender for the top spot on our list, but its popularity and high profile makes it so that you likely need to splurge in order to do it right. That being said, if you've got the budget, this iconic seaside town will not disappoint. La Ponche, the old town centre, is a charming slice of local history, while the waterfront Vieux-Port is just all kinds of atmospheric. It's also a nice nod to the town's humble roots as a fishing village. While Saint-Tropez is best known as a beach destination, it's also got a wealth of cultural attractions, like the Musée de l'Annonciade and the Musée d'Histoire Maritime. Number 4. Carcassonne. Sharing its name with the popular French board game, Carcassonne is a medieval walled city in the region of Occitanie. Now, walled cities are relatively common throughout Western Europe, with many of them having become World Heritage Old Towns over the years. But even in a crowded category, Carcassonne stands out from the rest. The walled portion of the city sits atop a small hill, with a green belt separating it from the larger settlement. The city as a whole feels like one big living museum, but there are a few key attractions that further elevate its profile. These include the stunning Cathédrale Saint-Nazaire and Château Comtal, the town's medieval fortress. While Carcassonne is beautiful any time of day, there's something extra magical about seeing it illuminated at night. Maybe visit during the off-season though, as it does get crowded in summer. Number 3. Porquerolles. When you think of a trip to France, chances are that an island getaway isn't the first thing that comes to mind. Take a trip to Île des Porquerolles, however, and you'll be singing a very different tune. The largest of the 3 îles d'Hyères, Porquerolles has somehow managed to become one of the hottest destinations in southern France without being tarnished in the process. This is in no small part thanks to the fact that much of the island's beautiful natural spaces are protected as the Parc National des Porquerolles, with a variety of trails for cycling and hiking, beaches and crystal clear water, plus a great selection of fresh seafood. This is a quintessential beach getaway. You'd be forgiven for mistaking it for the Caribbean. As you venture inland, the island's appeal only expands, with vineyards and olive groves adding to the enchanting nature of this unique destination. Number 2. Nice. Among the most popular destinations in the coastal region of Côte d'Azur, Nice is a true gem. Palm trees sway gently in the breeze, beautiful gardens abound, and the sunsets, well, you really need to see them in person to believe them. The 7th largest city in the country, Nice has plenty going on in terms of modern culture and nightlife. It's a major foodie destination, from street food to the numerous tiny bistros that dot the city. There's an endless variety of flavours to discover. Just watch out for the tourist traps, and Nice is sure to deliver some of the best bites you'll ever have while travelling. There's also a long and rich history of the arts. Ultimately, however, the climate remains the starring attraction. That and the stunning blue ocean. Number 1. Marseille. We here at MojoTravels love a hot take or an underrated gem. Marseille is neither. Marseille has long been considered a must-visit for anyone travelling to the south of France. But while we're quick to call over-tourism on popular destinations, Marseille lives up to the hype. Sure, it can get busy in peak season, but even then, you're all but guaranteed to have a great time. This is the greatest hits of the south of France, all wrapped into one stunning package. The 3rd largest city in the country, Marseille delivers a diverse, multicultural experience. For all of its beauty, it also feels very lived in and vibrant. Yes, it's a tourist destination, but it's also home to over 1.5 million people, and they provide this city with a whole lot of character, not to mention shops, restaurants and bars. Since being crowned a capital of culture in the early 2010s, Marseille has really come into its own.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoTravels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.